This segment of DelmarvaLife is brought to you by Layton's Chance Vineyard and Winery.
Well, many of the farms here on Delmarva are rooted in a great deal of history and heritage passed down from generation to generation.
And over the years, some farmers have had to change the way they do business just to keep the operation moving into the future. Well, Layton's Chance Vineyard and Winery is one of those operations. Brian Spiros shares their story of why they shifted course from grain to the grape.
Farming is a way of life here on Delmarva, a livelihood many have dedicated themselves to for decades. Joe Layton is one of those farmers, a job handed down to him by his father.
I cannot ever remember not being on the farm or not working on the farm. When I was too young to work, I got out and played on the farm. I mean, my favorite things were working with my father or riding with him.
Lazy Day Farms in Vienna has been in his family since 1949 when Joe Sr. started the operation.
We have gradually, he and I and now myself have gradually expanded that from just this farm to now we're about 1,880 acres. Of the 1,880 acres, we have about 1,250 acres is corn, soybeans, and wheat. We have about 14 acres of grapes. We have 600 acres of timberland, which we also manage.
And just like any industry, time has brought a great deal of change.
It has changed drastically. It's changed, number one, in size, that we've gotten more and more efficient and bigger and larger. The technology is just unbelievable, the difference in the capacity of the machines that we use.
But farmers have also had to look at new ways to grow their ever-changing business and keep it moving forward.
There's a pretty good chance that it's going to change again, that we may not be profitable 20 years in the future, and I want to make sure that we are, that I've got a farm that can survive into the future.
William Layton is Joe's son. He and his wife Jennifer are also a key part of the farming operation. William himself grew up on the farm. He then went off to school, moved to Los Angeles, and after a successful career in the automotive industry, decided to return to Dorchester County and get back into the family business.
I missed being able to see what you do, being able to plan a field, see the results of it come up, grow, harvest it at the end of the year, you put it in the bin, and you can see exactly what you do with it all.
Back together again, the family then tried to figure out how to grow the business and keep it profitable. Buying more land wasn't an option, so they turned to something else.
We spent quite a bit of time looking at the opportunities and thought grapes and winery was a unique opportunity that had a lot of opportunity to grow.
We needed to do something more with the acres we had. And grapes, you make a lot more per acre than you do with corn and soybeans. They gave us that higher income per acre that we needed to survive on the acres we had.
That's when Layton's Chance Vineyard and Winery came to fruition. But make no mistake, this new entity has not reshifted all the focus to the grapes.
I mean, we are third-generation grain farmers here. We have no intention of getting out of grain farming. It's not like, okay, now we've moved on to the wine business and we're forgetting about the grain side. We are absolutely still very active in agriculture.
In fact, Layton's Chance will hold their 4th annual Harvest Festival on September 14th, a family-friendly celebration that focuses on the farm's agricultural heritage, complete with hay rides, a petting zoo, crafts, and entertainment.
Lots of fun activities for both kids and adults, and we have the grape stomping. People always ask us, do you stomp grapes here? We do one day a year, and that's the Harvest Festival.
Because the farm has grown and diversified over the years, the family has had to develop a unique style of management. There are 6 managers. Each one oversees a different aspect of the farm operation to ensure everything runs smoothly. Joe oversees the grain, William is the winemaker, and then you have Jennifer, who as the general manager oversees her father-in-law, husband, and the 3 other managers.
I'm probably the only farmer that I know that my daughter-in-law is my immediate superior and I have to answer to her on a daily basis.
But I think people are a little bit shocked that, because it's even unusual for farmers to put the next generation in charge at all.
And while it may not be the norm, It certainly works for the Layton family and serves as a reminder of the farm's past, present, and future.
The Layton family is just one example of the many farming families here on Delmarva who take pride in their heritage, and that's why they're going to celebrate at their 4th annual Harvest Festival. Now, it's going to be Saturday, September 14th, Layton's Chance Vineyard and Winery in Vienna. It all starts at 11 o'clock in the morning. If you'd like more details about the Harvest Festival, just go to our website, DelmarvaLife.com, and click on the Show tab.
And if you've never been there, it's a beautiful place.